Engineer Farooq Khan is here, and in today's experiment we are going to see the effect of surface area and the convection heat transfer coefficient on the convection overall heat transfer by convection. So coming toward the theory behind the convection heat transfer coefficient. So what is convection heat transfer? Basically, convection heat transfer coefficient is when the heat transfer occurs between a surface and a fluid, and that fluid can be moved using an external source. In that case, we call this as a forced convection, and when this movement of the fluid is because of the gravity or temperature, we call temperature gradient, that is called our density gradient, we call that free convection. So in today's experiment we will see the effect of both the free and forced convection, and also we will change the plates. We will use different plates. We have got 3 different plates in today's experiment, and that plates will vary the surface area, and we will see the effect of that surface area on the convection heat transfer coefficient. For that we have got 3 plates. The plate that is installed right over here is a flat plate, and we can see there is no fin surface over there, and this plate is called, as you can see over here, that we have rectangular surfaces coming out of the base plate, and that this type of the geometry is called fin plates. And the second one is we have these cylindrical surfaces, and that is called as pen plates. So we have got 3 plates. Now at the back side of each plate we have got a heater, and the power of that heater will be varied using this probe. Similarly, for the forced convection we have a fan that is installed right at the top, that will flow the air from the outside, drag the air from the outside, and will make that air to flow over the surface of these plates, and that will come out at the bottom of this long tube. Okay, and the speed of that air will be measured using this digital anemometer. The sensor of that anemometer is placed right over here. After passing from the plates, we will measure the speed, and that will be measured or sensed right here. Okay, so we will need the surface temperature of each plate, and for that we will use a sensor, that is a thermocouple based sensor, and that is installed right here. We can simply plug it out, and then simply place right over here. Okay, so the power of the fan can be varied using this probe. Okay, this is a supply on off, and similarly this probe is used to change the power of the heater that is installed at the back side of this plate. And the surface temperature will be read from this screen. Okay, so this is the whole apparatus. And one more thing, that how we will change this plate, that is kind of the experimental thing. So I will just show you guys that how we will replace these plates in order to vary the area. So there are 2 clips. We have to unpin that like this, and similarly we have to unpin this thermocouple, and we have to hold this plate because it has got a certain weight of almost 1.5 kg, and there is a power plug at the at the bottom side, so we have to unplug that one, so the plate comes up. Okay, and if you want to replace this plate with the fan one, so similarly we will keep the power plug on the bottom side, and we will just put it right here. And firstly we will plug in these pins, like this, and there will be a confirmation sound. Okay, and then we will again plug in the power plug also we will put in the thermocouple sensor for measuring the surface temperature of this plate. So there will be different conditions for each surface, as you guys will see in the worksheet, and according to that different requirements of the experiment, we will read the data and we will note the data for each plate, and then we will come out at the end of the experiment that how the convection heat transfer coefficient is affected by the surface area and by the heat transfer coefficient. So obviously, increasing the surface area, we expect that the heat transfer coefficient will increase, and by increasing the heat transfer coefficient, this convection heat transfer will increase. So one more thing that I want to explain over here, that we will not find directly the convection heat transfer coefficient, but okay, so there are some limitations of this experiment. The first one is we can't achieve the steady state. Okay, what I mean from the steady state, that the temperature of the plate will stop at certain level for a certain power of the heater, but that never happens. If we wait for an hour, so that temperature will rise from 40 to almost 100 degrees C. So what we will do in order to overcome this, we will read the readings from this screen after some standard time, and that time will be kept same for all the readings for all the plates. Okay, so the second limitation that we have over here is we can't find the overall heat transfer. Okay, so because for that we need the area of each plate, surface area of each plate, and the heat transfer coefficient. Okay, and for in order to find the actual heat transfer coefficient, we need different parameters, and we have to counter many operating condition of this experiment. So in order to overcome, we will find the we will go for an indirect way, and that is we will find the surface temperature of each plate. Okay, so let me demonstrate you guys that how the surface temperature will show us that this surface has got or this plate has got higher heat transfer coefficient. So assume we have the suppose we have got these two plates, and we have heated these two plates for the for a 60 degree C to a temperature of 60 degrees C, and we are giving them equal time to cool down, and that equal time is 5 minutes. Okay, just for the understanding purpose. Okay, so after 5 minutes, what the thermocouple is showing us over here is the surface temperature for this plate was 45, means it was decreased 15 degrees C, and for this one it is showing as 35. Okay, so there is a difference of 10 degrees C, mean this surface has got the lower temperature after a time gap of the 5 minutes. So what it means that this surface has lost more heat than this. That means this surface has got higher heat transfer than this. So what we will see, what we have concluded from this, that by finding just the surface temperature, we can say indirectly that which surface has got the higher heat transfer. So I wanted to explain this, and I think the experiment is over. Thank you.